Happy Monday, guys, and we are back to another week. I'm actually really happy about getting going on this because I got a surprise, and I'm going to share that in the video. Not going to take away from right here because I really want you guys to be excited. But yes, we're going to continue work on the Sherman and the German half-track, and then the surprise, and get work on the figures. Yeah, the last 5 days I've done nothing but yard work because it finally warmed up here in North Dakota, and I had a lot to do, and getting it done. So less yard work I have to, I can keep on the weekends and then do this Monday through Friday. That's the plan right now. So again, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everybody's doing as well as they can with this COVID-19. Stay safe, guys. Take care of each other, and this will pass. It always does. But I'm always here, and you guys just need to talk or something. Just drop something in the comment section. Let me know, and just to chat. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Click on the little bell, and you'll know every time I upload. So with that, guys, let's get to the build for this week. Well, here we go, guys. Here's the surprise. This is the Revel A10 Warthog. It's a 1/48 scale. But the surprise is, I've been asked to build this for somebody. The person I'm doing it for, her father worked on these. He was in the Air Force, and he really loves these. So she asked if I would build it for her because she's seen my work, and she goes, and she is paying me to do this. This is a present for him. So there's a surprise, guys. I got my first commission job, and the great part about the commission part, I love building it for people, but she tells me to do. I'm gonna follow this paint job. I'm gonna keep with this frame, but she says do what you do to make your planes look so great. So I'm gonna do that for her. But yeah, here's a surprise, and we'll go ahead and unbox it. If you guys haven't had the joy of doing Revel kits yet, don't worry, you're not missing much. But there's the decals. So like I said, we're gonna go with this one. Very easy. These decals actually are really great. They do lay down really well. That's about the only thing about Revel I can say on the American Revel. The instructions, like I said, this is going to be the paint scheme I'm following. This is from the 354th Fighter Squadron, the 355th Fighter Wing from Davis, Montana, Arizona. So I'm going to follow this one. And the great thing, the one thing Revel will do is it gives you a complete paint guide. It gives you every piece. It tells you what everything is right here. And then putting it together, and the weird thing is, and I will show you guys because I have permission to go ahead and video while I do this build up, and I will show you, but the problem with a lot of Revel stuff is the seam work. It's crazy, so there'll be a lot of that. But as far as the model goes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the clear part screw. So there's basically 5 sprues, which makes it great. Armament, again, mostly this is for the armament. I got the cockpit, the canopy, and a couple other things. But I've already built this before. I think I've shown you guys. I learned a lot when I built this aircraft the first time, and I look forward to bringing what I've learned and what I've been able to learn how to do and get better at since I built it a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So there's that, guys. So that's where we're at on that one. And I'm going to start the pre-assembly because the other fun part is, if you guys haven't, the person wants me to light this aircraft, do the navigation, the strobe lighting, all that. So if you guys haven't had the chance yet, definitely go to Tenant Controls and check that out. That's where I'm getting this lighting set up from the board and the computer board. So for this, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys how I do that. And then the other thing, I am still also, while I'm doing a lot of the pre-building, I'm still working on the Sherman and the German Half-track, and I've already got a little bit of the pre-building done, but one thing I want to share with you guys, and one thing, if you do decide to do this kit, I put this piece in, and what that does is it traps the track rods, and I had to actually go use my uncure, take it out, because I need to get these done like this. I need to get all the wheels on, or what I can do with the wheels anyway, so I can get them painted. Now there's some that's got two parts, and you actually have to have one on, and then the other piece goes in here. So let me show you real quick, see if I can do this, because I got some pieces. And then this piece goes here like that, so everything's trapped, so it'll all roll. And there's another wheel that goes on the front right here. So I need to get those done and painted up first. So that's the first thing. That's the little side bit I'll tell you guys. Go ahead and get the pieces that you can actually put together on, and then the pieces that have two wheels on, get the back one on and get them painted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off what I need for that other section and cut these off and get these primed and painted too. And then it's all painted and done, and I'll be able to put that whole bottom part on and be done. Because I'm going to get those, like I said, I'm going to get all this done, and I'm going to go ahead and prime and get this painted, because after I get these out, I'm going to put the part back in. I'm going to widen out these a little bit, just so they're a little easier to go in. Sorry. Get the wheels back in, and then, because I want to get the inside all painted up, and that's kind of why I haven't done it all yet. There's the inside, and I'm going to get it all painted and ready to go, then go from there. But the other parts that I have gotten done is I pulled off, got the front wheels done, and got the dashboard all except for the steering wheel done, the front console done. And I got water, and I got the seats cut off, and I got to do all that. And then, like I said, I'm going to get the wheels done, and then I'm going to go ahead and get these pulled out, get that glued on, get this done in so I can paint it and get the inside pretty well painted, one coat, and then get all this done, and then I can mask it off, because I want to make, when I do that, I'm going to mask, sorry guys, I'm kind of rumbling, but I'm going to mask this off so I can paint this whole thing as one piece, because there is something I'm going to try that I've never done before, is the hairspray method to do the paint weathering and chipping. So there's that, guys, and as I get more done, I will share with you on this as the funner stuff gets going. But with that, guys, I'm going to get to building, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, happy Tuesday, everyone, and yes, we're back. Yard work is officially done up, because guess what? It's going to snow tomorrow here in North Dakota, they say. We'll see. But, got some things priming on the A10, but I wanted to show you guys. I have did all the assembly that I can do on the German Half-track, and I'm going to get it primed and painted, and then I'm going to deal with the putting I need to do. But there you go, guys. Look at that. It's getting there. And let's see. Got the top here done. Let's see if I can show you that, guys. So what you can do on pre-assembly, try to. It makes it a lot easier in the long run. But that's done. Now, some parts I didn't take off the sprue yet are the tools and the jack system on this, because I'm going to get those painted separately and ready to go, and then put them on to the vehicle once it's all complete and done. Those are probably the last things I'm going to do. And like I showed you the other day, I finally got the doors done, guys, the back doors, and I will tell you, be careful. These things like to go everywhere, the little hinges, but hey, that's done. So what's next? Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started on pre-building the Sherman tank and get the figures done, and then get started on painting and working on seam lines. But stay with me, guys. I will show you the fun that's coming in store. Alright, catch you in a bit. Sorry about that, guys. Hit the wrong button. But here, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Scoot that up. So a lot of these little parts I'm going to get all painted up before I even put this on the tank. And another thing is kind of figure out how much you actually do want to do. What are you trying to do? You just doing the model itself and putting everything on it, or are you going to, you know, do a scene, whatever you want? So think about that. But the little pieces, yes, I still have to do a lot of painting. I want to get these all done before I even take them off the sprue. I've already done pre-built the tracks. And like I said, I've been cutting things off that will get attached when I'm done, when I'm ready to do final assembly. But here's the bottom. And yes, you want to leave this separate. Get this all painted in well, and then you can attach it to the base like so, or the top of the tank to the bottom like so. But if you want to try to, you know, you could put it all together and get it painted, but then you're going to run into the problem back here. So you're not going to be able to really get in there and get those the way you want. So leave it apart, do that way. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm getting there. So let me get finished up on all the pre-building, and then I'll show you the steps I use to paint all these little buggers if you haven't seen yet. So I'll be back in a bit, guys. Well, it is Thursday, guys, and welcome back. And got a lot done yesterday. Got pretty much 95% of the pre-building done. I've gotten pretty much everything done on the half-track, the Sherman, and working on stuff for the A10. So basically all I've done so far for the A10 is I've gotten certain parts primered that need to be done, and then I built all the weapons. And I'm going to, I still have to go in and clean them, but that's the easy part. Pretty much I cleaned what I did before I put them together, but I wanted to get it all done, these little pieces, to get them out of the way. The missiles, the bombs, the fuel tanks, the napalm, the external fuel tank, and the wing mounts. But that's the easy part. And we had mail call today, so let me show you. Got this from the only person I really pretty much get my electronic stuff from, and really a decent and a good friend, a very good friend. And here is the lighting for the A10. So basically, if you get anything from Tina Controls, guaranteed it's all great. So here's the board, the on-off switch, the extra wiring, this power, if you want to, you know, use that, and then, you know, all the stuff. And then, sorry guys, kind of rambling, I know. Let's go into here. So you can buy the kit. You can buy the lighting two ways. You can just buy the board like this, or like I usually do, because even if I don't, I order everything and I use what I need to, and then I store the rest. So I always get the lighting. So here we got red 3mm LEDs, and then the fun stuff, the really fun ones, SMDs. And while these are already pre-wired, we're going to have to make sure we resistor them. If you don't, guys, you will burn the hell out of these. So there's the green, the red, there's the white, and then there's a couple of extra white LEDs for what's going to happen. And then you also get shrink tubing and another connector, and then good wiring. Always great wiring, flat wiring from him. So but usually on a lot of his lighting kits, like for the starships and stuff, you will get resistors when you buy the whole kit. Not to worry, I have plenty of resistors to use, and I will show you guys when I start doing this. But I wanted to show you the mail call. And then if this is the first time you're watching and never seen anything from Ralph, let me zoom this in. Yeah, hit that. Hold on. Yeah, there you are. Where are you? There you are. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you'll get the warranty, and then, but first page is always great. Good set of, it's a good instruction. Everything's been tested. It teaches you how to deal with the lighting, what is short, the cathode, the adenoid, on all that, and then especially like here with SMDs, which is great because he's already color coded them. But if you ever do, there's always a spot on these SMDs that will let you know. So when you open it up, the first thing he always provides is the wiring diagram. What goes to what. So you got LED 1, LED 2, 3, 4, all the wires that go, the hookups, the on-off switch. And then the unique thing on this is there's two ways to run these. You have the double strobe, which is really cool, or you have the single strobe, the standard mode. And if you want to just do the standard mode, you just cut this jumper wire, this connection. But I think I'm going to leave it where it is because I like it. And then he does give you a nice picture of where each one's supposed to go. And he does this with starships too. Not the color, but he does let you know everything, like tail strobe, red beacon, navigation, white strobe, all that. So, and then you have all that fun stuff. Then he just goes into telling you exactly what each piece, what each LED like 2 or 3 means, and what it goes for, and how to do it, and what you want to see. And same with this side is the navigation and port side. So that is awesome. I am excited. So now I can continue more work on getting the body of the plane done and show you guys that. So give me a second. I have some more stuff to show you before I go in and start doing some other things, and I will let you know. So stay tuned. Alright guys, like I said, I did do a lot of pre-building yesterday, and I want to show you that because I'm getting ready to start doing the fun stuff of painting and getting things done. But the biggest thing, like I said, remembering doing your pre-build, doing what you can pre-building. So as you can see, I have sprues. These are the actual pieces that go onto the soldiers, and I didn't want to cut them off yet. I want to paint them on the sprue. So a good idea is make sure you leave what you can paint safely and touch back up on a sprue. Makes life a lot easier. I mean, I do not want to individually cut each one of those off and paint them without the help. So I took all the equipment, the rifles, the weapons, the canteens, all that, magazines and extra things, set them on the sprue. The other thing I did, as you can see, is I started putting the soldiers together. Some of them you can do really well and get their arms in there, but some of them, as you can see, I taped because I need to paint the individual pieces, because if I put them on, I will not have access to certain areas. So keep an eye on that when you guys do painting like this. But so, yep. So this is now ready to be primered. Everything needs to be primered and get ready to paint, and I'm excited about that. So the fun continues on this, and let me show you one more because I like showing you guys. The same thing with the Sherman tank. Like I said yesterday, guys, I got all the pre-building done on the big parts. Got all those except for the little pieces we need. And then, like I said, like the weapons, the bayonets, the shovels, I kept on different sprues. Let me see if I can help do this a little better so you guys can see. So, again, machine gun parts, rifles, stuff like that. Like I say, keep them on the sprues until you're ready to put them up, because you can always, take a brush and just touch up the paint. But trying to paint these individually is a pain in the rear end. So, there's that. And like I said, trying to paint everything nice, show you how these parts. You will have to, like here with the ammo boxes, the oil cans, the K-ration boxes, you're going to have to actually get them built up, and then we'll tape them down as soon as I get them cleared and ready, and I'll show you guys how to do that when I get ready to do that. But with the again, with the soldiers, I put on the arms that I could on what was needed, and then I also did again, so I didn't lose the pieces. I taped the arm to the body So when I go to paint that, I can keep these guys together. That's a big thing, is sometimes you start doing a whole bunch of painting and you got all these little pieces and you're like, oh my gosh, what goes where? So the one suggestion I will make is I'm going to get the ones that are completely all put together and ready to paint done first, and then I will show you guys. I will take like 1 or 2 of these guys, get them painted, or get them stuck down to the table that I primer with, and that I will be using my airbrush on, and get just like do 2 of them at a time, so I don't have like 4 or 5 out. And when you start painting and primering, you know, you got to turn parts over and it's like, oh my god, I just dropped it, or it rolls. So there's that, guys. So now I am going to put this stuff away and get ready on some more, and when I get that done, I will come back and show you guys. And I am going to show you how to do the lighting on the A10, but we're getting there. So I got to think of a couple things before I do it, and I'll explain what my thought process is when I do it. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, happy Friday, guys. It's later on Friday afternoon. Had to get some things done, and kind of been working on the base, which I'm going to show you guys as our wow, it's Friday surprise moment, something I've been doing. But what I wanted to show you at first, yes, the fuselage is all taped up because I had to drill, and I drilled my hole for top and bottom red navigation light or strobe light. And then, yes, I've already cut them off the sprues, but I am working on getting the navigation or the marker light, and then I'm going to be working on the strobe. And I'm going to put this one together, and then I will show you guys on the port or the starboard side wing. But that's where we're at, and I'm sorry guys for this week that I didn't have a lot more showy, just a lot of pre-build and getting things worked. But I promise you guys, start next week we will be finishing doing work on the lighting, because that's going to be really quick. This is a very simple lighting kit, and I'll show you that, guys. And we'll start priming and getting stuff worked on the World War II diorama for my friend. So with that, guys, please forgive me for not having more showy stuff this week, but have got a lot done. I've gotten 3 kits all pre-built, and now I just got to work on doing the other things to them. So the pre-building's done. Now on to the painting and the weathering and the griming and all that. And same with this, I get the lights installed, which I am going to show you guys step by step on, and then get the pieces put together. Sorry about the phone. And then I got to start priming, or not priming, but putting and getting rid of the seam lines, because if you guys have ever done a Revel kit, you know their seam lines are horrendous. But that's where we're at for this Friday. The first week of April is now done, and I want to say, guys, I hope you are all doing well. I understand like I said, the isolation kind of sucks, but yes, would I like to be able to go do something for my wife and my kids, you know, take them out to a dinner or something. But no, but it is what it is, and this too will pass, guys. But thank you, and I want to wish you guys a happy and safe weekend, and a happy and awesome week next week. And if you are first responders or medical personnel or truck drivers, thank you guys. Excuse me. You guys are awesome. So with that, I'm going to sign off for this week, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.